Hi friends, it's me, Miss Chacon. We are here. Today is Wednesday, and today we are going to be reading something called On Mars. So before we do that, if you want to go to Wednesday right here, this blue line at the bottom, it says, should we go to Mars? This is a really cool science video that I want you to watch. So you can go and you can click on it, and it'll take you to this fun video right here.
Squeaks and I love exploring.
So in this video, they're going to talk about, should we go to Mars? Should we send somebody to Mars? So this video would be really fun for you to watch, okay? So what we're going to do first is we're going to read this story called On Mars. And remember, our whole theme of this unit that we're doing is reading about the sky, the night sky. Yesterday we read about the wind and the sun, and that was also all about the weather and the sky. And the great thing about space and the sky is that it causes us to think and use our imagination. A lot of you on Monday, you wrote about how much, not on Monday, I'm sorry, on Friday, you wrote about how space just causes your imagination to explode, and looking up at the stars is so great. And I love that you let space use your imagination. So what we're going to do today is we're not going to really talk about the imagination part of space. We're going to talk about stuff that's actually happening, okay? So this one is called On Mars. I'm going to start reading now, okay? Mars is millions of miles away from us. A kind of robot called a rover is on Mars now, and here's the rover. Now, the reason that we can send rovers over to Mars is because they don't need to breathe air. So what happens is that we send these rovers up in a rocket ship. And it's so cool because we send them up in a rocket ship, and then people here on Earth control the robot or the rover with the remote control, kind of like a video game. And they explore Mars. Now you may say, Miss Chacon, why can't we go to Mars? Why can't we send astronauts to Mars? Well, because Mars is very far, but it's also, it doesn't have air, and it's not as easy to get to. So it's very hard to get to Mars, but we have people who are working on creating something that will help us get to Mars. So we've been to the moon. Now our next goal is to get to Mars. So let's keep reading. A kind of robot called a rover is on Mars now. It is sending pictures and information back to scientists on Earth. Now, you may say, why do we need pictures of Mars? Well, if we want to send somebody up there, we need to know, how's the weather? How is the air? Is there water up there? Are there aliens up there? We need to know what's going on up there. So that's why we sent the robot up there, the rover, so that it can look around and say, ooh, look at this beautiful planet on Mars. Love it. Love those aliens. I love that water. Great job, Mars. So that's what the rover is doing. The rover is looking around on Mars and seeing what's going on, so that it can tell us what is about Mars, because Mars is this different planet that we are still learning a lot about. So the rover is helping us learn all about Mars. So let's keep reading. The rover is a machine, but in some way it seems alive. It can move. It has eyes that are cameras and an arm that can pick up rocks. So it has little camera eyes. It goes like this. Ooh. So it has those, and it shows the people and the scientists who are here on Earth, it shows the scientists what it's looking at, and it has arms. So you may say, why does a robot need arms on Mars? Well, what it does is it picks up rocks and it collects them for us, so it can send them down here to us, so we can look at these rocks and go, ooh, this rock has some cool stuff in it. So that's why it needs arms. Also, if there's something in its way and it can't move, their arm can just move it out of the way. Let's keep reading. The rover's body holds many important parts, and its brain is a computer. So it doesn't have a real brain. It's not real. Its brain is a computer, but still, the rover is so, so cool. All right. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to read it again. I want you to read it with me. And what we're going to do is we're going to look for the same R sound as the word word in farm. Remember when we did the A-R-R, A-R-R? Well, that's what we're going to be doing now. So we're looking for the same A-R-R sound as that we find in farm. So when you find that word, what I want you to do is I want you to say stop, and we'll circle it, okay? So on Mars. Mars. Do we hear the R sound? The same R sound as farm. Now, just because it's an R sound, we're not going to be circling any R. We're looking for the AR sound. We're not looking for the letter R, okay? So Mars, Mars, Mars. So we're going to circle Mars because it has the AR sound. So Mars is millions of miles away from us. Ooh, sorry, friends. My throat is dry. A kind of robot. Let me drink some water. A kind of robot is called a rover. A kind of robot called a rover is on Mars now. Now, I see the R sound in this sentence, but remember, is it going to be robot? We're looking for the R sound. Does robot make the R sound? No. Just because robot has the R letter, it does not have the ARR sound. So we're not going to be doing that. What about Mars? Mars. Like a pirate saying Mars. I see Mars, matey. So Mars is making that ARR sound. It is sending pictures and information back to scientists on Earth. Do you see that AR sound? I don't either. The rover, remember we're not doing rover because we're looking for the R sound, not the R letter, but the R sound. The rover is a machine, but in some ways it seems alive. I don't see the R. It can move. I don't see anything. It has eyes that are cameras. R. Oh, look at this. R. So we can do that. R. Cameras. And an arm. Oh, look at that. Arm. We're going to do a circle arm right here. That can pick up rocks. The rover's body holds many important parts, and its brain is a computer. I don't see any more ARR sounds, so we're not going to circle anymore. Now we're going to look for, in the first sentence, underline the word that is a proper noun. So we're going to look at this first sentence here. And remember we talked about nouns. So a noun can be a person, a place, or a thing. So we're going to be looking for a person, a place, or a thing. But we're also going to be looking for a proper. So we have a noun and a proper noun. So a noun is any person, place, or thing. It could be dog, cat, Disneyland, chair. Anything like that is a person, place, or thing. So those are all nouns. But a proper noun means that it has a capital or an uppercase letter. So it's not just any noun, it's an uppercase letter. So it's a noun, but it also has a big letter. So we know it's going to be this first sentence here. Mars is millions of miles away from us. So I see 3 nouns, but we're looking for proper nouns. So I see Mars because that's a place, miles because it's a thing, a mile is a thing, and us because that's a person or people. So those are 3 nouns, right? So we have Mars, miles, and us, okay? But here's the thing. Mars, mile, and us. Those are all nouns, but only one of them is a proper noun. Only one of them has a capital letter. So let's look at Mars. Does that have a capital letter? Yes, it does. Is this our proper noun? Yes, because look at this. So when we name planets, it's a place, so we do an uppercase. We do an uppercase letter or a big letter. So that's going to be a proper noun. So we're going to underline it. So Mars is circled and underlined here. So Mars is millions of miles away from us. We know it's not miles because even though miles is a thing, it's not proper. It's a lowercase letter. See this small m right here? So that's not a proper noun. And us, same thing. Us is a people, so we can do person, place, or thing. But us is lowercase, has little letters, so we're not going to underline it, okay? All right, now I have something that I want you to write. So let me just X out of this. Okay. Should we go to Mars? So we're going to be talking about, you're going to decide, should we go to Mars, yes or no? So if it helps, you should watch this video called Should We Go to Mars? And if you can't find it on YouTube, you can go to our daily plans and click right here, Should We Go to Mars? And it'll take you to that video. Because I want to know, should we go to Mars? Okay? So what you're going to write is yes or no. And then you need a because. So should we go to Mars? Why or why not? So what I want you to... Ooh, sorry about that, friends.
Computer.
Oh, my computer is very happy to say computer. So, should we go to Mars? Blank or why not? So what you're going to write, let me get my pen out. My pen. Pen. Okay, so you're going to write blank. So you're going to write yes or no. You remember, this is your decision. If you think, yes, we should go to Mars because there are aliens there, then go ahead and write that. But you need to have a yes or a no, and you need to have a reason why. If you say, no, we should not go to Mars because there's no air on Mars, or there's no water on Mars, then you can go ahead and write that. So you're going to write blank. So that blank is going to be yes or no. So blank. We should, so we should go to Mars. And when you write Mars, it needs to be an uppercase letter M. So blank, we should go to Mars because, and you have to give me your reason why. So your reason can be your own reason. You can say, because I want to go say hi to the rover. Or your reason, you could say, yes, we should go to Mars because I want to say hi to the rover, or I want to be in outer space. You only need one reason. So you can write blank, we should go to Mars because. So you can write no, we should or should not. So remember, you can write should or should not. It's your choice. So should or should not go to Mars because because there's no water on Mars. So you get to choose. Yes, we should go to Mars, or no, we should not go to Mars. You choose, and then tell me why. So yes, we should go to Mars because it's fun up there, or I want to see the stars. No, we should not go to Mars because I'm afraid of aliens. You get to choose yes or no, but you need to have a reason why. Remember, your opinion is so important. What you say is important. So if you think that yes, we should go to Mars, then your opinion is important. But your opinion is more important if you have a reason why. So you can't just say, no, I don't want to go to Mars. You have to tell me why, okay? Or you can't just tell me, yeah, I want to go to Mars. Well, why? Tell me why you want to go to Mars, okay? Your opinion, which is that what we're writing. We're writing about your opinion, what you think, what's in your brain. Your opinion matters more when you give a reason why. Okay, my friends? Alright, that's it for today. If you need an extra video that'll maybe help you change your mind, if you think, yes, we should go to Mars, and no, we shouldn't, or you don't know, you can go ahead and watch this video. You'll find it here on our planner. And that is it for today. Have a great day today, my friends. Bye.